Hello, welcome back to Football United TV. Me and Charlotte here today doing the open mic. Charlotte, what are you saying?
I mean, it's been an eventful day today, actually, it's been an eventful it's been an eventful 48 hours, to be fair. We had Lampard sacked Monday morning. We've done all that. And then, obviously, later that night, we've had some fans, obviously, discussing their thoughts on players and influencing fans enough for fans to start posting under like Rudiger and Zuma's Twitter, monkey and gorilla emojis. And then the guy that started this all off then actually won't back up his statement saying, I don't condemn this. So that's an issue for me, like in itself, like the fact that the fans are so easily influenced. And yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm not going to name names because I'm not that petty, but this man knows who he is. And the fact that he's not stepping up and being like, you guys shouldn't be posting like monkey and gorilla emojis under anyone, like, especially like, it's racism, like, and you're not standing up and defending racism. That's my issue. You're not condoning it. You're just allowing it to happen full well, knowing it's happening. That's my issue. But I mean, Tuchel obviously was named as manager at about I think it was about 5:45. So I mean, that's some good news, like love a bit of good news that we actually have a manager. I think it'll be interesting to see how the players play because they actually have to earn their place in the starting 11 now. It's not just like when Frank was there, you knew the players. It was so predictable that you could predict the starting 11 before it even came. Like, you could be like 3 weeks from now and you could be predicting a starting 11 and you'd be right. It was predictable. Whereas now you've got Tuchel and you actually have to earn your place. No one has a right to say that I deserve to be starting 11. You have to earn it. And I think that's the difference. And I'm looking forward tactically as well to see what he can bring. But also, I had this conversation with Prime earlier that, like, we actually need to give him a chance. Like, it's going to take him a few games to get settled in. And Chelsea fans can't just be like, oh, it's not working. He's not doing anything. Like, give him a chance. Like, it's the middle of the season. We've just changed manager. Like, you can't have everything you want. Nothing just goes like that. And I think that's the only sensible thing I have to say right now.
Well, yeah, Prime's come in. Prime, welcome in, mate. I saw your tweet earlier about Tuchel, and it was Demba Ba, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah.
You were asking everyone what we make of it. What do you make of it, man?
Well, kind of think more racism. Okay, but I don't know personally, so for me to say Tuchel a racist or anything, I can't say no and I can't say yes. The same, I don't know any footballer personally, so I can't say that for either side. But if you're talking about in terms of that situation, in terms of what Tuchel said, from my point of view, he was just trying to calm the situation down. And I mean, what he was trying to say is just like, you don't know what happened actually until hear both sides and everything. I mean, it was, could he have used a better choice of words? Yeah, yes, probably. But in that sort of situation and in the moment, he said what he said, and he was right. He's trying to calm the situation down. And from his point of view, again, I understand that as well, and that is completely fair. So I don't have a problem with Ba or how say he handled it. But again, it's just, this is Champions League, so it's UEFA in general and how they always handle these sort of incidents. So, but yeah, with Tuchel, I personally don't have a problem with him. I'm glad that he's here. He's a brilliant manager, world class. No, probably not. But class differently. And I do believe Tuchel is a better tactician than Klopp is. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. It's an 18-month contract, which is funny because that picks up the rest of Frank's contract, which is 3 years. So, yeah, see where we go after 18 years, how we can develop. What's on the cards this season? Top 4 should be achievable. Maybe win a trophy.
You think so?
So,
I think the FA Cup's the most like the easiest one for us to win, like the only one that's in our kind of forte if we were to, because we've got quite an easy run for the matches we've had they're easy. We've had Morecambe, we've had Morecambe, we've had Luton, and I think who have we got next? Prime Burnley, is it?
Barnsley.
Barnsley, that's it.
I'm happy about that.
But they're easy runs, and so we should be
Barnsley
making the most of this.
I wanted to do. Yeah, we should be. But what other big teams are left? Spurs, City,
United,
City.
Who
Spurs, United, City.
Who do United play?
West Ham.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then
they go to West Ham.
Who do City play?
No, Man United's at home.
Is it? I thought West Ham went to.
I thought it was Man United Liverpool versus West Ham was the draw that.
I'll have a look.
Who do City play? Who do City play?
I'll have a look.
Scunthorpe, Latimer, I think.
Okay, that's fine. No, I just thought there was going to be a big clash to knock each other out. I just thought one of you guys could knock each other out. But that's fine.
Well, I heard someone said about that there could be a possibility. They think that Man City would be a Man City Man United FA Cup final, but
I mean, this is going to be. You've got Everton, Tottenham, which is going to be an interesting one. You've got Wolves, Southampton, Swansea, Man City, Leicester, Brighton, Man United, West Ham, Sheffield United, Bristol, Barnsley, Chelsea, and then Burnley, and there's their opponents to be confirmed.
Your dog doesn't like the draw then, I guess. Didn't like that.
Yeah,
Andrew,
I mean...
Hello.
Andrew, welcome in, mate. How you doing? How are you feeling about Tuchel becoming manager of Chelsea?
I'm just... you know what? It always weirds me out how clubs take such a long time appointing managers and doing transfers, but somehow they've done this in like 24 hours. Obviously, they've been working on it for weeks, and he's been aware of it. So, but I'm just glad it's done now. It's done. You know what I mean? We don't,
you didn't want to wait. You didn't want to wait till after the game, really, did you? I said this to Charlotte earlier. The fact that the players know that they're playing tomorrow with a new manager, they got to show their worth. They got to. Everybody's place is under threat, right? That's what should happen when a new manager comes in.
Everyone's got a clean slate now.
Yeah,
and it's on. You know what? It's all on the players now.
Even Kepa Prime.
Yeah.
No.
Mendy Prime.
Kepa redemption season.
What?
Yeah.
Kepa can't redeem himself.
Yes, he can. Charlotte.
No, he can't. No, I'm not even having this discussion right now. Like,
I saw last night.
You're genuinely messing with me because you can't genuinely mean this. Like,
I think he does. He just said it right there. I don't think he's doing it to be a troll or anything. He genuinely.
You actually believe it?
Yeah,
but Kepa's so bad.
No.
I'm not saying that Mendy's great.
No. He's not. Frank Lampard's incapable of coaching a defense. There's a big difference there. I'm not saying Kepa's not at fault for some goals he's conceded. Yes, true. But can we not bring up the facts that West Ham have beat us quite easily and ripped us apart last season? That's not his fault. People scoring screamers against him. Also, is not also partly his fault, because if your defense is set up properly, someone can go in and block a shot from going off. So
Yeah, but
it's not all his fault.
Okay, so then I have to ask the question here: what's Kepa's excuse for when we were playing with Hazard and we were playing quite decently and he was still messing up? Like that,
His
first season, like
his first season. When did he actually mess up? People always bring up the cup final, but other than that,
but like
Harold's agreeing with you, Prime.
I mean, he can agree.
Says Mendy's average other than him, and not everybody's saying saying they did. I see everything. Okay, Harold. Actually, if Harold agrees with me, then I don't want that to happen. I concede. I don't want Harold.
Yes, thank you.
We've got it back. There you go. It took 11 minutes, but we got it.
I'm very happy now.
Seriously, answer the question though. What mistakes did Kepa make his first season?
There were a few slip-ups that he did make. Like, you can't take that away. Like, and there wasn't any.
I'm asking which ones.
I mean, there was a few. Like, I don't remember like them, but there was the cup incident. That was a big one.
Well, like, everyone can mention the long-range screamer he conceded against Liverpool, but no one can remember the fact that he made 3 instant reaction saves, close range saves against Liverpool from Mane, Salah, and Salah again. But no one remembers that.
I'm not saying
no one remembers the
but
saves he made against Everton and stuff like that.
But right now, people aren't talking about the fact that Mendy's made some decent saves. Everyone's just talking about the fact that Kepa's better than him. But that's to me, both of them are average. Like Kepa's probably a little bit worse than Kepa's probably like a little bit worse than Mendy. But
they're both average.
Your dog's going mental. It's news. Sorry, Prime. Continue.
I've seen. Look at her.
She's like, leave the bone alone. That's not your bone. That's a human leg. Don't gnaw on it, okay? Look. Her dog is a savage.
Matt, it shows that you're a nicer person than I am, because I would have put her on big screen.
I'm putting her on. No, she'll be a while now. Like she's got to take the leg out of the mouth at the moment.
But yeah, people, whatever, it is what it is. This Kepa thing. I had people DMing me yesterday, or not yesterday, today, saying, you don't. No, someone DM'd me saying you don't actually believe Jose is a bigger Chelsea legend than Frank Lampard. Do you? Like what? Actually, yeah, Andrew, I didn't talk to you about this, did I? What? Did you hear what I said on the terrace about Jose being a bigger legend than Lampard? Chelsea.
I did. It's like
Did you disagree?
The thing is, I can't win or lose that argument.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's like someone.
What do you mean?
Well, they're both legends. I don't care whoever thinks who you think's the biggest. To me, they'll both go down as bringing me the most joy I've ever watching Chelsea. So
Lampard Winter Surfers won more than what Mourinho won at Chelsea, right?
Right, but the thing is,
no, but okay, for me,
Mourinho won back-to-back titles. You don't understand. If you're not,
wasn't Lampard a part of that?
He was, but the thing is, Lampard got better as seasons went on, but Mourinho was the one who really transformed that team. Remember, that team finished a decent second to the Invisibles. But the way he managed to, because he brought in a lot of players, but he managed to pull that team together as well. So that's the difference. And he will always go down as being the first manager to win a league title for us. Lampard goes down as scoring the goal that confirmed it. But Mourinho's the man who knitted it all together. So
what is Roberto?
it's not just that. It's the fact that he gave us our winning mentality.
Mm-hmm.
He's the reason. I mean, let's be honest. The biggest legend in Chelsea history is Roman. Then I would say, this is me personally. And then third, I would say Drogba because of the penalty kick. The Champions League.
Southampton are 1-0 up.
Oh well, yeah, but Andrews, water's wet, so
I know, but we go to 10th, I think, no matter what tonight. So.
Oh, we got a 10.
Yeah.
Literally, never been more excited.
The Lampard in fanboys. Tuchel has us in 10. Sack him now.
Oh, can you imagine the Chelsea will go mad if Mason Mount or doesn't start tomorrow? Or
do you know what? I didn't. Well, I was saying this because I was looking in, because they released training photos, and I couldn't see Mount in any of them. Like, I genuinely couldn't see Mount in any of them. So I said to Matt, I hope he's not there, and I hope he's not playing tomorrow. And that's not because I'm saying anything bad. I'm just saying he needs a rest. And
he had family obligations. His dad got fired. So he's got to console him. So, he's been given compassion. He's been given a special leave,
That's amazing. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's very weird. Very weird, the Chelsea Twitter people, because so many people have gone for Roman Abramovich, and it's like, what are you talking about? This man stopped us becoming a mediocre mid-table team.
Yeah,
and going out to Norwegian teams in the first round of Europa Cup.
While we're on this Twitter thing, I know that both of you, we're not going to be naming names on here. I'm not taking any responsibility or liability for any of this. But there was obviously a guy last night who said some comments. So I think we all know who it is. Like, I just want your opinions on that, and the fact that his fans were kind of allowing the fact that he'd obviously said all this about certain players, and then his followers have gone onto Twitter, onto their actual Instagram pages, and posted emojis of like gorillas and monkeys. I wanted to kind of know.
Myself and Kaya did review that 9-minute video yesterday on his YouTube channel. So we didn't do the live one because we knew we went live, but that was just more of the BS he was spewing live. So,
yeah.
But the problem is, social media doesn't forget or forgive.
Yeah,
that's true.
You've got to be so careful on this thing. You only have to be careful if you've got something to hide, I suppose. But
and I think it's easier to say something live than it is on a video that you have to upload, because when you upload, anyone can clip it. Where at least once you're done live, you can't like on Instagram, you can't rewatch it again. Like, that's it, unless someone puts it up.
Yeah,
all
I said
last night. We carry on, guys.
Do you think I can make?
Sorry, Prime. Go for it. Go for it quickly.
No, sorry. I was just gonna make a joke. I was just gonna say, do you think I could make a recorded video and say Kepa is better than Mendy? No, only say it on the live.
Do it. Yeah, why not? I think you could edit it and clip it and make it look brilliant. You could make Kepa look like Taffarel of Brazil in '94. Like that special. Like, you're really good.
Yeah,
do it, please. I want to see it. Tag me in it and
make him like Fabian Barthez, France '98.
I'll make him look like prime John Obi Mikel.
Get the players, get a picture of the players kissing Kepa's head, like as the World Cup, like they did with Barcelona.
Yeah.
I'm not even impressed. Arsenal have just equalised.
Oh, bastards! But they will lose. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to shout out. Sorry, everyone. I just wanted to shout out. It's All Mad Jay, Lindsay 2710, Shush Harold, and Salmon as well. How you doing? Lubbly. And I'm guessing it's from the thing that Charlotte said there.
It's All Mad Jay. He's from the Football Dugout. He's my bro.
Yeah. Pepe.
Yeah, he's
Made
got some
recently
valid.
here. Yeah, check him out.
But going back to
The guy's so
that
talented.
Mate, I've seen his
Literally,
going back to that certain
he's
person.
just
what
got good videos.
Winter Surfer. Go for it. Sorry, mate.
Going back to a certain person, what I said last night was like, he's entitled to his opinion. You don't have to agree to it. But what I won't allow is for him to be the face of Chelsea fans. Just won't. I just won't allow it.
That is my point that I'm making, is that, and there are 2 points that I have an issue with. One is the fact that now people think all Chelsea fans feel that way, and we don't. Like, I literally strongly disagree with all of that. Roman has done nothing but good for this club. Exactly. Yes, some of the players need more time, and that's okay. Like, that's fine. Secondly, the fact that he said all this and he knows that his fans have gone on and posted all this, and he hasn't. I was talking to Matt about this. He hasn't come out and been like, I don't agree with any of this. He's just allowing racism to happen, and that is not a Chelsea fan. No. Fact. And I will say that with my hands held high. That is not a Chelsea fan. That's not a real Chelsea fan. That's not how we play. Like, racism is not acceptable. Okay. So if you're not gonna like stand up, we're in the 21st century. Stand up to what's right.
Because quite a few Chelsea guys have said something. So or maybe put it in the private chat. Who are you talking about particularly?
We'll put it in the private.
I'll put it in the private chat now.
Yeah, the only reason is Prime. We're not say anything is because still needs more research on it. He hasn't said anything himself, but people that follow him and applaud what he says on certain channel have
posted monkey and gorilla emojis everywhere.
He hasn't condemned it yet, so we're just give time.
Do you know what? Do you know what the issue I have is that if that was, like, I would never say anything like that, but I'm just saying, if I was in his position, the first thing I would be doing when I wake up is being like, I do not condone this. Like, I do not even agree with anything that's happening, because by that, like, you have Chelsea
fans. It's a huge shame. It's a huge shame, Charlotte, because he was going to come on the channel.
I don't want him on here. No, thank you. I will quit. Like, if he goes
on. No.
Like, wait, no.
Easy.
Do you know what?
I didn't know this happened. Okay, so I didn't know this happened then.
Do you know what? It's frustrating because I think someone who's racist, like, it's my like one disgusting thing that I can't stand. Like, we're in the 21st century, and he's like, oh, like any fan that hasn't gone to a Stamford Bridge match or doesn't go weekly isn't a Chelsea fan. Like, this man is actually delusional.
Matt, if you can actually get him on, please bring him on.
Do you know what? Looking at it, I'd lose my shit. Like, I genuinely.
I'll tell you why.
It's fine. I'm quite calm-tempered. I'll do it. I'll talk
just
to him.
Listen to him, because you know what? Because it'd be so easy to just listen to him, because he'll just trip himself up because he's a hypocrite. So
I'll tell you why. In the everyone's going to be like in the background, like, what's going on in like private message? We're talking more on there than we are on the actual stream. But I can't say anything because of this reason, and you'll see in a minute. But yeah, like, you didn't know anything about it, Prime. I guess you should look it up. Charlotte is definitely right about what has happened, like from what he said, but he has to come out and condemn it, I think.
That's my issue with the situation.
Hold on. So all I know is the little clip. All I know is a clip where he said, if you don't go to fans or you don't go to games, you're not a real Chelsea fan. So from there,
so that's
people went.
So no. There was more than that. That was just a clip of what he said. He also was. Was playing. He was saying like that. That he didn't agree with us, that Roman was a joke and all this. He was dissing Roman. He was dissing Roman. He was calling he was specifically, sorry, 2 seconds.
Like he's going to go, oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were streaming.
I know, I was waiting for an apology here.
Pretending it was me. just pretending it was me. I was like, I'll just pretend it's me barking at you, and then it'll be all right.
Yeah, so he said that, and he was also coming for every players. There were a few players he just came for specifically, which caused the comments to be put on Twitter and their Instagram pictures, which I think is unacceptable because he's done this before and he knows what his fans are capable of. And he just hasn't defended it. And he did go in on a few players, I think, and like it's just, I mean. It's the way he's handled it afterwards. Like, you can have your opinions, however deluded they may be, like, and they are deluded. But I mean,
no, it's even without all this controversy. He just doesn't. There's no blame for Frank whatsoever. There's no blame. You know what I mean? There's no like. It's everyone else's fault but Frank. You know, this term Chelsea man he brought into lexicon. No Chelsea fan I know ever said the term it has to be a Chelsea man, because I know Prime agrees this. To me, a Chelsea man is someone who wins something at Chelsea.
Well, you've had Zola, haven't you, as a manager before, and he didn't win. Did he win much?
No, he was assistant to Sarri, so he wasn't.
He was a manager before that, though, wasn't he? Not at Chelsea.
Not at Chelsea, no. I think he was at West Ham and Watford and Italian.
He was at Watford. I remember I was at that game and went on the pitch.
But you know, where was his? Because Zola's a legend as well at Chelsea, but I didn't hear him complain when we got rid of Zola as an assistant manager. You know,
literally.
It's just there's no.
Do you know what? Everyone's taken the blame, but Lampard. Like, he's avoided. Mount wasn't called into question. Lampard wasn't called into question, but everybody else was. Like,
Frank, that's not Frank's fault. It's fans who just don't want to blame him.
No, Jay, I'll tell you why I can't actually say who it is. You know, I will tell you that, like, because it puts me in a bit of a position because. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like you might be right. I've just said it now, haven't I? Bloody hell.
Yeah, he's right. I'll say it. Like, I have no loyalties.
I'm not saying nothing yet.
I mean, it is. I mean, we're allowed to have an opinion on it. Like, he said what he said.
You are. Yeah, I can't for certain reasons.
I know. I think that if he'd have just come out and like condemned it, wouldn't be an issue. Like, people wouldn't be this frustrated.
That's what I want to see. Yeah, it's not stemmed from the person we're talking about, but if you've seen it in the comments, I'm not going to put it up for the reasons I can't really, because I don't have to prove anyone guilty, you know, before they've proved themselves innocent.
Do you know what? He makes a fair point. It's all Mad Jay says he loves controversy. That's true, you know. I can't, like, some of the comments he makes, I do think sometimes they're just for attention. Like, I can't. When you come out with comments like fans that haven't been to Stamford Bridge or don't go every week aren't Chelsea fans, you've got to question whether that's for attention or not.
That's crap. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Or whether you genuinely.
I've not been to Stamford Bridge since 2007, but I sat there in '97 when the West Stand wasn't even built on concrete in the rain, watching us beat Liverpool 4-2 in an FA Cup game. So no one's going to. No, I don't go now because I had financial situations. I was out of work, but we're on the TV all the time.
Yeah.
There's no point. There's no even before COVID.
But look, I mean, Winter Surfer. Just to say on that as well, just because I like what you're saying. Look, if someone has never been to a home game but has been to all the away games, like travelled abroad. Why are they not considered as fans? Because they don't go to many home games. Some people like to just go to the away games. They like that.
Do you know, I want to say something about that. So when I was living back in like Essex, it was so easy for me to go to the games. But then obviously when I moved down to Wales, it was like harder. But like when obviously Cardiff got into the Premier League, like it was easier to see Chelsea. But I was just... Like, it's easier to see games because some people live far away, like, and that's it. Like, and it's not, you can't, like, if I was to travel to every game from here, like, from Cardiff to, like, London every weekend, like, it's not plausible. And especially back then, like, when I was working, like, people have jobs too. Like, we have jobs to like work around too. And like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's just not feasible. I can watch every match. I've been to loads of Stamford Bridge games, but like I still don't have to go to every single one all the time, every week. Like, because for some people it's not feasible. And so for some people, it's not feasible at all. And that's okay. You can still show love and support for your team and watch it on the TV or something. You know what I mean?
Well, have you ever been to Under the Bridge?
King's Road, so.
King's Road, yeah.
Yeah, I live around the corner, and I didn't go every game.
Have you ever been to the Under the Bridge?
No.
You ever heard of that?
No. And obviously there's King's Road and the World's End and everything like that.
No, it's the nightclub that's underneath the pitch of Chelsea.
No, I've never been to that one. No.
I saw Charles Bradley there. Like that was amazing, and it literally is centre circles where the stage area is and all that.
Wait, you know the show Made in Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
So there's a. It's now a wine bar, but when I used to go there, it was a grotty pub, right? So they obviously built it up for the show. But what they won't show you across the road is the broken down Odeon with the missing letters on the sign and the Tesco's Express. So, that's how much Chelsea there is there. But I remember walking down match days because that was my favourite part. Just enjoying it. So no one's going to tell me I'm any less committed or of a supporter of Chelsea because I don't go to games or not. No one's ever going to do. No one's got the right to do that either. To tell me
exactly.
A fan to me is someone who just gets passionate when they see their team do good, whether it's at home or at the game. They will always support them the rest of their life.
Yeah, no matter how good they're doing, whether no how bad they're doing, like it doesn't matter. Through thick and thin, you support your team, and it's all mad. Jay says tickets are expensive. I remember when I went to Chelsea games for a whole season, very very expensive. And he lives in London as well. Like, you see what I mean? Like, I don't even live in London, and it's expensive in London. Like,
Sam too. No, I haven't seen your poll on the Facebook talk. By the way, everybody on Facebook, it's quite a good chat group. I've been in there for a while. I'm an admin, and so is Sam. He's been on the channel a few times. Respects to you, mate. I need to go and check that out, Sam. Let me know what it's all about. Comment below, mate. Let me know, like, so we can talk about it. Maybe this would be good for the show right now. So Mad Jay, like you live in London, and tickets are expensive. Do you know what I mean? No matter what, right? They're like 60 quid, aren't they? A ticket? Would you say some places?
Well, it's all about category of game as well, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also not to do with that as well. It's also to do with like if you want a drink, it's not cheap. If you want food,
I said football talk, and then I said chatting about football and football talk on Facebook. Sorry, Charlotte, please continue.
Like it's not all fun. Like and it's getting more expensive every year. Like it's going up, and the price seems to go up every year, and like it's becoming more expensive. Like the drinks, like for a pint, it's like a £5. Like it's not that cheap. Like the food is ridiculous for what you get. Like I don't. It's just not cheap.
Charlotte, you want you got a dog behind you who looks like he's hungry anyway. Like, don't take him to Chelsea because you won't get a lot there. Maybe a hot dog for £8 for him. You know what I mean?
She said food.
Tottenham Stadium's good for that. Apparently, like you've got a lot of choices of different cuisine and the way they've run their club. The stadium's doing pretty well. I know the club. Have you ever
tried to get out of Tottenham after a match?
Yes.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
It's literally the worst thing ever.
I dated a girl that lived outside Tottenham, the old ground, Hart Lane. Didn't like that. Not escaping out of there.
You guys are only going to Tottenham games to watch Chelsea, so maybe that plays a factor.
No, honestly, it's any away fan really. You speak to away fans, that's one of the worst grounds to get out of. It's just madness. It's just madness.
Let's not even get on the food costs. Look at that.
Literally, it's so true. Do you know what? And it's not even like we don't have like a selection of food. It's just the basics. Like He's so right.
for the bun, 85 for the sausage. Yeah, that's a
£2 for a Mars bar.
It's crazy.
Like
all that money they make.
But they make so much money on the tickets that I don't understand why the food and drink has to be so expensive. Like if the tickets are going up every year and like they're making much more money, like they don't need to put more on food. They can reduce it a little bit, because that would, like, if the fans are paying more for a ticket and getting less on food, like it wouldn't be that bad. Like, but I mean,
would you agree with this comment, everyone down here below? I know Sam knows his stuff. He's a Spurs fan from Northampton. Shouts out to you, Sam. Thank you.
Shame. God rest your soul.
They're doing better than you, aren't they?
Yeah, but they haven't got a trophy yet. So come back to me when they've got a trophy.
Yeah, I know that's true. But you know, we're looking for the future, aren't we? And I think Spurs are looking at the future. And I think Chelsea might be doing that right now too, as well, by getting a new manager and sacking their old one.
Spurs will win 2 trophies this season.
They're going to win the quadruple. Charles says it, Prime. I believe him. Believe him, Charles Maganuzzi.
I said 2 trophies, not quadruple.
Oh, sorry, not 2 quadruples, like 8 cups in 1 year. The Audi Cup, the Ferrari Cup.
Oh God!
So Sam says the greatest ever player and manager, and by that I mean an incredible player who was also an incredible player who was also an incredible player. It's currently very close between Franz Beckenbauer and Kenny Dalglish. Go on then, go on, Winter Surfer. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm just, if we just go on winning trophies, would not in the modern era would not Zidane come into it? Do you know what I mean? Awesome player.
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? I mean, look, Alex Ferguson was a player manager. I mean, it wasn't a player manager, but a player and a manager. He was.
Some people might say Guardiola, but I don't really rate him much as a player.
Guardiola was a player. I remember when in 1990, I got the Barcelona kit. I was a full kit wanker, and I had Guardiola on the back. I did. I was. I'm sorry. It was. But when you're 4 years old, you do that. And I had Guardiola and Koeman on the back, and now I see Guardiola at Man City. I think, Jesus Christ, he's come a long way. So, like, I agree with you. I agree with you, mate. Like, I think Guardiola could be put in there. Why do you think that, Sam? Why just Franz Beckenbauer and Kenny Dalglish? Why? Kenny Dalglish hasn't won much as a manager, is he? Apart from the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers, he did, didn't he?
Won a few of the old First Division titles, I suppose.
Oh yeah, true.
Did he win? Did we win 1 or 2 European Cups as a player? No, not as a player manager.
Yeah, I know. Sam, we got onto that. We realised I read them too fast, Sam. I read them too fast. I don't know what you're saying. You meant manager, not player. Okay. But we kind of like the conversation of like saying who's the best player / manager. So a good player and then a good manager. And I agree with Winter Surfer that Zidane would be put in there. Yeah, definitely.
He'd have to be with the wait.
I don't think Zidane's not. Zidane's.
Go on, Prime.
I know it's tough to say because he's won. It might be unpopular because he's won 3 Champions Leagues on the bounce. But Zidane's average.
But the problem is, Prime, the trophy list it might be too much to overcome if you win 3 Champions Leagues in a row, and you know it's.
But he's average.
He might be average, but you know he's won 3 Champions Leagues in a row.
But I know, but you can't compare.
Not
compare
Jose, not Ancelotti.
Not
they haven't done it 3
Fergie,
times in a row.
Pep.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you can't compare him to those managers.
Well, I can when it comes to winning Champions Leagues.
No, yeah, okay.
I'm not saying he's a great manager. But what I'm saying is that the stat sheet will say he's won 3 Champions League.
I also look at the manager being a tactician. I also look at. Yeah, but I've also looked at a manager being a tactician, and he's not a tactician.
Why is that, Prime? Why do you think he's not got that ability to do what other managers do? Why is he not a good tactician in football?
I know it's a bit wild for me to say, and there's no way I can really defend it because he's won 3 Champions Leagues on the bounce. But I don't know.
Oi, Sam, do you want to come on, mate? Do you want to come on?
I just look at him coaching and stuff. I just look at him coaching and stuff, and I don't get that aura from him. I don't get that thing.
Would you even put? Would you even put? I'd have to research it. I'm not good on Ancelotti's playing career, but even that, I know he was part of a great Milan team. But would you even put him as a great player in that Milan team? That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Ancelotti was a good manager or a good player.
No, but what I mean is like, would you put him up there as like a great player? I don't.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, from what I've heard from my elders, like they always highly rated him, and I've got to take that on board. I didn't see him because I wasn't around, but when I was younger, they used to show a lot of replays of games, like even Football Italia. You know what I mean? Like they used to show a lot of highlights because there wasn't a lot on TV about football back then.
Oh yeah, that Milan team was big. That was one of the best teams ever assembled. That Milan team.
Yeah, the 80s and 90s for Italian Serie A was amazing. Like there was the best league in the world between them. That 20 years, like brilliant. You got your favourites there as well, Prime, right? In Italy during the 90s, no? You're right, Prime. Yeah.
Prime, have you moved?
Have you muted, bruv? Oh, he's muted. He's muted.
Ah.
He can't hear us. Anyway, Winter, who's your favourite Italian player of all time? Just as we're talking about Serie A.
Well, it's Zola.
No, okay.
It's Totti. It's Totti, man, because that man, he could have won so many European Cups, but he just chose to stay at Roma. Chose to become a club legend. So, and also he's just a brilliant player, absolute brilliant player. Totti is very underrated, I think. So mine's Totti.
What do you think of Totti, Prime? You there, Prime? You can hear us, but you can't. Prime, are you there?
This is killing me. Is Prime filling out his CV for the Chelsea job? Hold on, he's muted.
I know, he can't hear us. You can't hear him, but hello. Elena, brighten the messages. Prime, sort yourself out. Come and say hello.
Elena, come jump on.
Yes, please come jump on. Charlotte, who's your favourite Italian player? There he goes. He's got his thumbs up. I love Prime. What's he doing?
He's lagging very badly.
Who's my favourite Italian player? Personally, because I'm a Chelsea fan, I have to say Zola.
Boom.
So, what about your favourite fan pundit? Is it Laurie?
Yeah, Laurie's a legend. Laurie's an actual legend. Got to big up Laurie.
How you doing, Laurie? He's muted himself as well.
Oh,
Laurie.
Jesus Christ. This is so
Be prepared, mate. Be prepared.
Just posted PlusNet Wi-Fi.
Well, Anthony's was Roberto Baggio. I like Roberto Baggio. He had that slip up though, didn't he, in the World Cup '94 final, and he didn't score that penalty. He went right over the bar.
Never recovered, man. Never recovered from that.
Prime, you're right, mate.
Prime is actually killing me right now.
Can you hear us?
Time. No, it's that way. Oh shit! I don't know which.
Everybody say hello, Prime.
Prime.
Hello, Prime.
Prime.
Sorry. No, this,
It's got
It's delayed.
Prime.
I mean,
We can't
I
hear
didn't know what's
you.
going on.
We can't hear you.
Indiana, shouts out to you. Do you want to come on, mate? It's open mic, like everyone's welcome. What's the question?
What's the who is your favorite Italian player
Of all time, doesn't matter.
of all time? Prime is lost. Yeah, he is.
Zappacosta.
Oh, yeah, comes in. Why, Laurie? Why? Tell us why. You can't just say a player and not say why. You have to.
Can I really give you an explanation for Zappacosta?
Yeah, please.
Andrew can get it for me.
Are you being serious, Laurie? Laurie, are you being serious? Are you being a comedian? I'm so confused. Like, oh, thank God for that. Like, I nearly had a panic attack, Laurie. I was like, oh my God, you can't be doing that to me.
Well, Indiana's got a...
I have no idea what I missed because literally I've just finished eating. Still half asleep. I didn't even know the game was 1-1. I've been in another world.
What, you forgot you were playing tonight?
No, I didn't forget I was playing. I was in class.
Oh, right.
But I just had time to eat and I'm half asleep, man.
Sorry, Laurie. Sorry for doing this to you. Indiana.
What's going on, man? The favorite Italian player, isn't it?
Yeah. Because Indiana's going to creep in on you if you don't answer.
Let Indiana go first. Ladies first.
Oh, that's a bit harsh, Laurie, mate.
Meow, claws are out
that's
tonight.
some real love right there.
Man United fans first. Get it right. Get it right.
You know I'm playing, man.
Go on, Indiana.
Okay, firstly, we've got man in our title instead of arse, but okay, never mind. My favorite Italian player actually is I have two. I have two that I just can't. Everyone loves Pirlo and the Bonucci's or what have you, but Daniele De Rossi. Love Daniele De Rossi. I think probably because I was a big Roy Keane fan as well, so similar players, but that guy was very underappreciated. But for me, it's got to be Totti.
Yeah.
Totti has to be my favorite all-time Italian player. Now, I love the Gattusos, but Totti was... He could have played... When he was playing football, he would have walked into any team in Europe.
Yep.
He would have walked in, and he chose to stay at Roma. So he was right on the edge of signing for Real Madrid, and they were begging him to go. And he goes and gets married. When he walks out of the church in Rome, the streets are filled with people, and he was just like, I'm never going to get this. I was a kid, and this is what I wanted. I used to watch these players train and watch the training sessions and watch the games. And I'm here right now. I'm the captain. And bear in mind, even when he fell out with the manager didn't rate him. His statistics were just crazy. He'd come on the pitch and win games in the last 5 minutes, score 2 or 3 goals. Like, even when he was out of favour, they still needed him.
It's strange. Like, you think it was just the fact that sort of similar to what Maradona had at Napoli, yeah? Like the fact that the city adored him and you know, when he stepped outside of the chapel when he got married, all the fans were there and he's like, I'm in heaven. Like I'm here for the fan appreciation, not just for medals, titles. Yeah. I don't know who Del Piero for me, mate. You know, like I know you're a Juve fan, Indiana. Like,
he's a baller. He's a baller. It was Del Piero was just like the way he used to finish was like silk. But I'm telling you, for me, Totti, it was just like the original number 10 for me, like the original modern number 10. I think he was just so underrated because he played for Roma.
2-1. Saka's just scored. Are we above Chelsea now?
Arsenal are back.
Are we above Chelsea now?
Yeah.
I'm not even taking the mic. Are we above you lot?
Yeah,
Prime might want to know this. Can he hear us? Prime, Arsenal are above Chelsea in the league.
Prime, why don't you just send your picture in and Matt can put it up?
Can he hear us? I don't know. I'm a bit confused about it. Prime, you there? 1 2 1 2 1 2. No, he's not. Okay, Winter Surfer, mate.
Yeah.
What was we talking about?
Italian players.
You did say, didn't you, Winter Surfer?
Yeah, I said Totti. Yeah, Totti was mine.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because you know that man should have like 3 or 4 European Cups on his CV.
Yeah.
You know, he's the ultimate. He's one of the ultimate one-man club. You know, just that. If you truly love football, when you think of Roma, he's the picture. When you think of Roma, and what's sad is that Roma they didn't surround him with the best, man. They didn't capitalize on him.
Well, yeah, I don't think of Roma and think of Chris Smalling, so I definitely think it's Totti up there.
I will say though, Del Piero, man, some of his finishing, like the late 90s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s, is
another level.
He's another level of finishing ever, man. I mean, he's another one, man. He could have gone in any team, I believe, as well. Del Piero. He wouldn't looked out of place at all.
He was. I love the name as well. I remember when I was younger, I was like wearing a shirt, Del Piero on the back, Italian.
Yeah.
And he was like, "My God, that's a pretty name." You know, like they didn't even know who he was. I was like, "Yeah, Alessandro Del Piero." You know, like it's just beautiful.
When I used to play, when obviously the FIFA in the 90s, he was the first player I always bought. Like what team I was, obviously when I started off with Juventus, but he was one of the players I always bought first because it was just if you had Totti and if you had Del Piero, you just weren't gonna lose. So
yeah, big player.
What do you make of this question here? Where do you rank Ruud Gullit in greatest players ever? Start with you, Indiana.
Near the bottom. I think if you talk about greatest players ever, am I picking a top 10? Am I picking a top 10 of favorite players, or am I picking players in their position and define his position? Because this is a guy who would play at the back, and then if you needed a goal, he'd play up front. He was that good.
Well, I guess if he's saying like rank him, and you're saying putting him at the bottom, there would be no world-class players below him.
Yeah, I put Zidane's above him, Ronaldo's, the Messi's, obviously Ronaldinho's. There's a lot of players I'd put in front of him when I'm thinking about Ruud Gullit, but a good player, great player.
Well, this is going to sound harsh. It's not meant to be harsh, but he has a shout for being, because we're talking about the history of football, right? We're talking about the greatest players ever. He has a case to make the top 100, but do you know what I mean? But that's going to sound harsh, but it's not if you actually think about it, because we're not defining it by position, because I don't know what position you've actually put him in. But you know, he has a case, because there's been world-class players for decades. You know, no one's going to ever agree like the top 100 players of all time, because you're just not going to do it. There's a case for everyone. You know, someone will listen to this and go, "Totti, what are you talking about? He's not won anything." But they're not. They've not gone into. They've only gone by his CV of what he's won. You know.
They haven't actually watched him play.
They haven't watched him play, or, you know.
It's like a player. I remember a player from Belgium called Enzo Schifo. I don't know if anyone's heard that name before, but he was really good, really talented, a world-class player, but just never really got the accolades that he deserved. And if you look back into like the 80s and early 90s, he was like prolific for the Belgium national team, and he was one of my favourites as a youngster as well. But he never quite got the accolades, like I said, that he probably deserved. But sometimes that happens, isn't it? Like I think Ruud Gullit didn't win much either. Maybe with Ajax, I think, but
yeah, but he won the he won the Euros, right? 88. So what was it, 88? I can't remember. 88. No, 88. Yeah, he won the Euros in 88.
Euros, yeah,
yeah, and then I'll have to look. I don't know. Can't remember if he was obviously he went to Milan, and he was part of that great team, which should have won more. But yeah, I mean, Ruud Gullit, unfortunately, younger generation is probably going to be known for not being a very good manager.
Would you agree with that, Charlotte? Seeing as you're from the younger generation.
Oh, Ian, I take that as a compliment. That is a compliment and a half. I'll take that. And I mean,
You're about 10 years younger than all of us, apart from Prime.
No, I'm not. Prime's the youngest.
Apart from Prime, I said.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, he can hear us. Okay.
Andrew, I'm pretty sure Gullit won more trophies than Lampard.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not. That's what I mean. That's when I said it would sound harsh. You know, Ruud Gullit is going to be some people's favorite of all time. You know, in their top 10, 20. But that's why I said it's not harsh to say in the whole history of football he has a case of making the top 100. You know.
No, I was talking about managerial career, not player.
Oh man! Oh yeah! Come on, Laurie. That's harsh. That's harsh, you son of a bitch. Right.
He was worse as a manager.
How dare you?
But he won a trophy, did he not? If we go by fans, he won a trophy.
He did. Well, yeah, he won a trophy. Our first trophy in 25 years. You're right. He won our first trophy.
He got the ball rolling. He got the ball rolling.
You're absolutely right. You're right, Laurie.
Yeah, but he won the European Championships with Holland.
Yeah, but just as a manager, and you know, he was unfairly dismissed as well. So,
yeah, but so did Cedric, and he can't get in the Arsenal side.
That's true. Jimmy Traore is a European Cup winner with Liverpool. So
we're not talking about players. We're talking about managers. We're talking about managerial.
Okay, well,
his managerial career at Chelsea.
Yeah,
I think not now.
Roberto Di Matteo is a better manager at Chelsea than Ruud Gullit because he won the European Cup. So you know.
Oh, I've said this.
True.
I've said this to Prime, mate. You know, Roberto Di Matteo. You know, like the legend of Chelsea. He won you the cup, but it could have been Avram Grant.
Fancy Roman Abramovich hiring. Fancy Roman Abramovich hiring Jose Mourinho, Ancelotti, Phil Scolari. And it ends up being Roberto Di Matteo that wins the cup with the big ears. You know, imagine telling him that. No one would believe. But, you know, things have happened.
Talking Italians, this Milan derby is mad.
Oh, I know. Have you? Oh, it's crazy. Abramovich and Lukaku are going off. Like the tensions are rising.
Yeah, it's a passionate together. It's a shame the fans aren't there for games like this. You know.
Zlatan
and I agree, literally.
Go on, Prime. What are you saying?
Zlatan would batter Lukaku.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
I back him to go through all 11
by himself,
and
not even break a sweat either.
And then
no strand of hair coming out of place.
No,
exactly. Yeah. No mark.
He's tying it in a ponytail as he's taking the penalty. You know, he's that sort of player.
He looks like a dad playing with kids.
He does.
It's just so big. The funniest a minute ago he was stood next to Alexis Sanchez, man. That made me laugh.
Well, Sanchez even up to his kneecap.
You want a header in the box, man. Sanchez, man can jump.
Maldini. Sorry, Laurie. Go on, continue. Sorry.
No, was he getting to Ronaldo heights with the header?
Nah, not happening. Ronaldo's something special. He's like the bionic man.
That header,
like
man.
A gazelle.
I still can't get over that header.
Is this true? I didn't know this, that Gullit won 3 Champions Leagues.
There you go.
Milan
Champions Leagues, were they at the time?
Yeah. European.
He retired by then.
Alex and who?
Oh,
Who's the
someone's
other
just got a red. Who got a red?
That's what I'm.
Was it Ibra?
That's bad.
Is it Abramovich?
Yeah.
It's Abramovich. He's just been red carded.
I'm going to
Two
mute this
yellow.
and just listen to it, man.
Abramovich.
City off 4-0 up, by the way.
Ibrahimovic, you mean? I was going to say, like, Roman Abramovich been red carded. Ibrahimovic, yeah?
No, I like calling him Abramovich. It makes me feel special, okay?
If United fans were hoping for a Sam Allardyce special, forget about it.
That was soft. That was a soft yellow. So it's
Yeah, I know,
but that was really soft. He pulled out of a tackle.
You know what? This guy wanted to send him off, man. He wanted to send him off.
Like,
Agenda.
yeah, I mean,
Are AC Milan still top of Serie A?
Yeah.
They've lost the last two games, haven't they? That's the thing.
But they've just signed Super Mario, so they'll be all right, man.
Yeah.
Signed Balotelli.
No, Super Mario, not stupid Mario.
Man,
oh,
Yeah. Oldest.
Didn't
Yeah,
Palace
they-
score a bicycle in Manchester Derby?
What'd you
So
say?
that
Brian?
again,
Didn't Balotelli score a bicycle kick in the Manchester Derby?
Who cares, man?
so did
I
Wayne
think-
Rooney.
I'll tell you something.
He
So
will
did,
get.
so did Wayne Rooney. I think I remember that one, man.
He won't
Touche.
get my
but
local
Wayne
Sunday
Rooney,
team.
Wayne Rooney didn't win anything at England, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, he got a red card too. He got fair play.
There's a crimes
He got
on
the
this
big
United
player.
agenda.
And he actually won something at England. Let me go back on that. Actually, it's actually true. He did win. He won the top goal scorer of all time for England, and Man United, which is an accomplishment.
Yeah, I don't think R9 Ronaldo would swap his look.
No, I wouldn't either. But I'm just saying, like when you're an English player, you don't win a lot of things, Prime. Do you know what I mean?
You know, it's not. I mean, I'm not English. That's not my problem.
No, it's my
No,
problem.
No, but let's not talk about the Irish.
Nah, Nigerian, my bro.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
even? Oh no, yeah, but Nigeria do the best kits, so that's the standard.
That's why he picked them. He had
Yeah,
the choice.
well, we
Nigeria,
also well, we win Cup of Nations. You know, but
Who's-
more than what England win.
Who was the Everton player? Daniel.
Akache.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
He was really good. I liked him a lot. He was someone else I looked up to actually. Funnily enough,
Celestine Babayaro.
even though he's from Everton, I liked him a lot. And Faustino Asprilla for Newcastle.
wait.
He was.
He's
Colombian.
what did you say? Say
He's
Papayaro.
Yeah,
Huh?
Celestine Babayaro.
Papayaro.
Colombian.
Faustino Asprilla, yeah, for Newcastle. Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah, but he's Colombian.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
Oh,
saying
okay.
there were smaller clubs that were good. Like,
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
okay.
you were talking Nigeria. I was like,
I know, with a name like Faustino Asprilla, you got to be from like the Latin countries, man.
Wait,
Definitely.
are we talking about smaller clubs that were good? Arsenal,
Smaller clubs that had really good attackers. Yeah,
Man.
well, being that I support Man United,
United.
Chelsea, Liverpool.
we always had a good attackers.
Yeah,
Um,
Chelsea. But not
Who
as
was
a
better
Indiana
than
one copy
United,
of Arsenal.
Lukaku or Zlatan?
this is a really good
Zlatan.
Indiana, who was better?
Zlatan.
Why?
Why? Because he led. He was a leader.
First touch.
I know.
everything.
I just wanted to see if anyone could give me a reason for Lukaku, because I mean, I couldn't find one in my vote.
I
there.
can.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Finally.
Yeah.
Always
Mr.
one.
Alternative.
No, actually, no. It's just who scored more goals in their
Oh, it's a
throughout
question,
their
is it?
United career? Yeah, I just said I have a question.
Oh, okay.
No, it was Lukaku, right?
Oh, Lukaku
Who's
scored
their-
more goals. Okay, well that ends the debate. Lukaku.
They were-
What's the goal per game ratio?
I don't know. What do you know?
No,
what the
I
goal
don't know
per
either.
game ratio is? Okay, cool. Well,
But
Yeah,
Lukaku
well,
won anything.
that's like saying
What?
Wayne Rooney. That's like having an argument about Wayne Rooney being better because he scored more goals. That's
Lukaku
ridiculous.
was
He
Lukaku
played more
not there for
games.
the Europa League? You cut out. I didn't hear what you said. That's like saying what?
Lukaku wasn't there for the Europa League win. No, he came out the summer after.
Okay, well, you know. If you're measuring success solely based on trophies, then okay, I agree.
I'm not.
Lampard is clear of Gerrard. But if you're measuring it based on goals, Lampard is still clear of Gerrard. So either way, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but look, Indiana, you know about Brian McClare as like an amazing goal-scoring record, isn't he, for Manchester United? But you don't him and go, yeah, he's the greatest player that Man United ever had. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that happens in football.
Indiana, are you still watching them? Please tell me what you just thought of that elbow to the face a minute ago.
What are you watching, UFC?
I'll put it on
I mean,
I'm watching it back now in slow mo. Rebic. More of a coming together, wasn't it?
well, that's what I mean. But I feel like one player got the worst of it, but it was just coming together. Like he didn't specifically be intentionally malicious. Like it wasn't.
No. He was. No, he got. They both gone up for the ball,
Yeah, exactly.
and then he's tried to pull out of it and turned as he's done it to try and slow himself down. He's led with his elbow, but hit him in the jaw.
Yeah, I know. But
Get up, you're a fully grown man.
Have I?
Have you lost your Irish? Have you lost your Irish accent, mate?
I think you sound Irish still.
That's a bit racist. Okay, moving on. But have I lost my accent?
Yeah, completely.
No.
Overnight.
I still feel the Irish twang. I can hear it.
I better not have because I'm trying to do something and I need my accent for it. So that sounds malicious.
So you live near the penalty spot, right, David? Yeah. Right. David, the penalty
same island.
What?
This match is really.
You know
good.
David Blair? David Blair, the penalty spot on the YouTube, the vlogger.
I'm so confused right now.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Well, he lives in Dublin, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But Prime lives in London.
I thought you were in Ireland, Prime.
No, wait. What was your question?
I said, have you not met up with David from the penalty spot? He lives in Dublin, because I've always presumed you lived in Ireland right now. I thought you were in Ireland. You never told me where you are.
No,
I never.
No.
I don't know. I'm not really sure where he lives in Dublin. I think I do, but I forgot the stuff. It's not as strong as it once was. Well, thank you, Wayne.
That's because he's on the football terrace so much. Like when he gets his frustrations off, you know what I mean? Like you mix him with so many people from around the world, you end up like throwing it all in your own voice.
Do you think you'll ever lose it, Prime?
Nah.
It'll fade away eventually.
No.
It will dilute itself. But I've been told I sound like an American. So
What? You can hear it.
I've been told quite a few times I sound like an American.
No,
maybe it's how I say.
By
maybe
who?
It's how I say. Maybe it's how I say certain words. But I don't know. By who? No, because you're gonna make some sort of a joke, Indiana. So I'm not gonna delve into that.
No. Tell me who said that you sound like an American?
No, you're gonna make it.
Who said this?
Quite a few people, but I'm not saying because all you do is make jokes.
No, I won't. I don't make jokes at all. I'm boring.
I'm really curious now.
Not as many jokes as Winter Surfer makes. I've just noticed your display picture, man.
But Andrew's jokes are funny. Plus, I've told you before.
It's nothing.
You've
not
never
gonna
told
lie.
me. Wait, Prime. If you told me someone had said that you sound American, I would remember this.
No, you wouldn't. Because
Yes, I would.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
would.
Because no, you wouldn't.
No, I would.
No, because you told me you only remember things that are important, so you wouldn't.
No, to me, this is pretty important, which is why I'm asking who would say that. American.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you post stream, so you can't use it.
Just put it in the chat, in the private chat.
Yeah.
Nah, because it counts as being on there, and you're going to use
it. Oh man.
Indiana, I'm not gonna lie. In that photo that Winter Surfer just posted, you look like a proper American tourist, like one of them proper American, like old school.
Do you know what it is as well?
Like,
I get told that all the time. I get told, and I get told I sound like one as well. I get mistaken for it all the time.
but I just feel like you're one of them tourists that's like looking around, like, oh my god, we're in Disneyland now.
You're already making jokes, and I haven't even said it.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Don't give you reasons to.
Yeah, tell me who it is.
That's giving you a reason to.
Is it someone I know? It's got to be someone I know.
No, it's not someone you know. It's just a few like.
Oh my god!
Again.
Is that wow?
What?
This is all kicking off as a penalty for Inter.
Lukaku as
well.
well.
I literally turned 1 minute. Good. Oh man!
I mean, it was a really stupid challenge. Like, he didn't even touch the ball. Like, really silly challenge. But I mean, I didn't want them to get a penalty. Like, I really didn't. Like, I really didn't. I mean, I just need him to save the goal. I just need him to save the goal. So, like,
Frank is the new Celtic manager, by the way.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's likely to take the job.
Oh
no. I mean now.
You know what? The one time.
No, that's not
the
true.
One time Lukaku gets a penalty. Like, we need him to fail. He doesn't.
You telling me that Frank Lampard's got the job at Celtic and he's going to face Gerrard?
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, I would love to see this happen, but I mean, I don't think it's likely.
That was a good pen.
We have Ads with us, guys. Ads, do you have any thoughts and opinions you want to get out here?
Yeah, no. Sorry if I sound like I don't want to be. I do, but it's just bugging out, and I might have dislocated it apparently.
So what?
Mad feedback. You hear that?
You, mate?
No, it's not me, man. It's feedback. I don't know where it's coming from. Right, stop now. But yeah, nah. Yeah, no. I just what's all this talk about Lukaku? What's he done?
No.
Oh no, he just got a penalty. We were just talking about how he usually misses a penalty, so we were hoping he wouldn't get it, but like he got it. So it's 1-1. But the Milan
say don't sleep on Lukaku. I think he's a good player, but you know, most the thing, most top quality players. Right,
well, as we were saying, mate, we were saying, do you think he's better than Ibrahimovic at Man United?
What, his career at Manchester United?
Yeah, he had a better career.
I think Ibrahimovic had a better career at United.
There we go.
Yeah, he'll be missed more.
That's only for the fact that they both, no one can deny, whether you like them or not, they both set high standards. When it came to who delivered more, the fact Ibrahimovic did, you don't even need to look at stats to back that point. If you visually saw it, you saw it. But all I'm going to say is I think they're both top-class players in their own right because, you know, the set division, like Lukaku scored, I think, 35 last season, got 20 assists. Ibrahimovic is just one of the most consistent players in the world. I'm not scared to say that either. He is one of the most consistent players in the world. But yeah, man, they both sacrificed a lot to get to where they are, and I respect both of them. But I'm never going to go into the conversation about who's better overall, because if I were to say who I think it is, then I'd get slaughtered.
As long as you said it was Ibra, you wouldn't.
Well, no. Personally, I do think Ibrahimovic is better. But if everyone dips into no, everyone then gets into the fact that but what do you think about them early career? What do you think about them in their prime? And I'm like,
Zlatan is the greatest player not to win the Champions League. I don't care what anybody says.
Facts.
He's outstanding. He's at the top of Serie A.
Buffon's never won a
scored
Champions
again
League.
today. 39 years old.
Buffon's never won a Champions League.
Zlatan.
Buffon's never won a Champions League.
Yeah.
Buffon's never won a Champions League.
I know.
Zlatan.
I said the greatest player never to have won the Champions League for me.
Buffon's never won Buffon's never won a Champions League.
Is there an echo? I'm just saying that. I said the greatest player for me is Zlatan.
Oh, okay, yeah, for you. I'm just saying I think it might be a bit arguable.
Wow, do you know what? I'm fucking surprised you want to argue it. You've got a controversial opinion. I'm shocked, Prime.
Indiana, just don't be surprised if you can't get into the First XI StreamYard.
Can we just talk about the fact that like we might be changing referees in the Milan game?
Oh, the referee's got an injury.
Yeah,
he deserves it. He deserves it. Sending Ibrahim.
They might be taking him off.
He's having his groin rubbed up by some other guy.
No, he got a paper cut.
I haven't made 400 subs yet, mate. Help me out.
Indiana, why are you watching? Why are you watching a man have his groin rubbed by another man?
I just logged into your StreamYard. It's got loads of little weird videos in it.
No, that's not my StreamYard. That's yours.
It is. Latimer's Prime.
Indiana,
that's why there was that heavy breathing when you're playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Heavy breathing playing PlayStation.
Yeah, online.
That's you, not me.
Well, whatever. Listen, whatever I'm doing for you, Prime, I don't need to know. Let's just leave that alone.
What? What?
Oh
you're making all these jokes, but they're not that funny, you know.
He doesn't heavily. I don't think he heavily breathes when playing PlayStation. He's very quiet.
What do you make of this comment from Sam down below? I'll shout Ndombele while I'm here. Ndombele is the player that Man United fans think Pogba is.
Ndombele is the player. Ndombele is the player Jose was trying to turn Pogba into, but Pogba's too. And United fans were too Pogba.
See, this is why
they're actually switching refs now.
They are.
I'm sorry to say this, yeah, to anyone who is here, because I like Pogba personally, but I'm not trying to compare the two, because you know who I've compared him to when it comes to not living up to their full potential. It's not that. I just don't think that Pogba's going to ever live up to his full potential. I just don't think he will. And I'm being realistic here, because from what I've seen recently, he even said before he joined United in 2018, he said this might be the club that takes him to the next level. Has he advanced to the next level? No, he hasn't at all. I think it's just, like a prestige master in Call of Duty. You go to the next prestige, you have to get up 50 ranks. He's only gone up like 15. It should have been 20 in like the first 2 seasons he's had. This is his 3rd season here, and what has he done? It's a shame, because I think he's world class, but like you can be world class but still be labelled as someone who didn't live up to the full potential.
He's not world
at the moment. That's what he is. I think he is.
He's not. What makes him world class?
I think his overall talent does, and when he has consistent patches, you can be world class.
Why is it whenever you talk to United fan about Pogba, the first thing they always say is his talent or his ability or on his day or during his consistent patches? But to be a world-class player, you need to be consistently a world-class player and stay at that level. He doesn't do that. And for whatever reason, the managers are the problem. Jose and Ali aren't good enough, or the board has failed them and haven't built around them properly. Whatever excuses people want to use, fair enough, I guess. But he's just so inconsistent. Because if that was any other player, people would be saying he's not world class. So why is it with Pogba he is still world class? And then, but keep in mind, I rate Pogba highly. By the way, he's one of my favorite players. But like, it's as many players.
I hear where you're coming from. Absolutely, Prime. You need to. The thing is, though, Prime, you need to tell it to these idiots online who think that he's currently at the moment the best midfielder in the world just because he scores against Fulham and Burnley.
I expect him to have master classes against Fulham and Burnley.
So do I. But these 12-year-olds don't.
I don't even think he's top this season. I don't think he's top 3 players in your team this season.
He isn't. I can easily list 3 players this season.
No, I know one of them.
Yes, I would say Bruno Rashford and Maguire have been better than him this season.
And De Gea.
I would say McTominay and Fred have been better
and
than
Luke Shaw.
De Gea.
Yeah, I agree.
Not
think
that
they've been better.
And again, that's not because again we know Pogba's talent, but like you can't just play off talent your whole life.
Facts is facts. That's facts. That is true.
And it's disappointing because like this guy should be the best player in the world right now.
I agree. But what I'm going to say is that there are players, right? Just like people, like the problem with fan bases today is because, like, when a player has a good season or a good 2 games, everyone thinks that they're over exceeding and they're doing brilliant. I personally expect this. I expect these performances from Maguire. I expect these performances from Fred. I expect these performances from Bruno. But everyone's acting like it's a miracle that this has suddenly happened. It isn't. It's just because when you find a consistent patch of form, you're going to play up to scratch into the level that you should be playing at. And this is why I understand your point now more. I understand your point more, Prime. But you need to tell it to people who gas him up regularly because he's scoring against teams like Burnley. I expect this from him. The teams he shouldn't be having a top quality game against, realistically, he should be having that game against everyone. But is he going to? No, he isn't. And I've said this since day one. I think he needs to prove his worth somewhere else for him to unleash his full potential because it's not going to be at United. It just doesn't work.
Is Hazard world class? No, not the past 2 seasons at Real Madrid. But again, his factors are different because he's had to deal with.
He has played at a world class.
No, he's not world class.
Yeah.
But then again, at Chelsea, he was top 3 players in the world.
Yeah, he's played at a
Arguably the
world
best player
class
in the world.
level.
So, not arguably the best player in the world. That's a reach.
No, well, some people would argue it. You don't have to agree with it. Some people would.
He was the best player in the Premier League for a while. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was the best player in the Premier League for a while. I'll give you that.
He was let's face it, level. He was under everyone is, but he was under the Messi, Ronaldo level. He wasn't up there at all.
Yeah, but I understand. Yeah, but Andrew, you know the problem is though. You know what leveling I give it to it, like how I see it is. Like once you've conquered the top of something. So for example, if you're the best player in the Premier League, I actually understand where Prime's coming from, that people would compare him to like players like Ronaldo who are better than him, like by a lot.
Oh yeah.
Because once you've conquered something, once you've conquered a first set division in the Premier League as well, as seen as the best player, and majority of people agree, and the stats are there to show you that as well, I understand why people would compare him to it, because that's the best of the best, being the best player in the Premier League. People forget that.
I think
Hazard wasn't even on Neymar's level.
Hazard is better than him.
Oh, Neymar.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Neymar, this is the same Neymar that gets injured halfway through a season just to touch his sister's bum. No.
Guys, where would you rate Mane? Guys? Where would you rate Mane when it comes to winning?
Mane's better than Neymar.
Facts. I agree.
Mane's better than I would say if Mane picks up this season and goes on another season and does well, you have to put him above Hazard.
Yeah,
You
fine.
have to.
Fine.
But
I have no issue with that.
right now, Hazard edges it.
Yeah, I've no issue with that whatsoever. Hazard played at a world-class level, but he wasn't consistent. Remember, there was seasons.
Oh no, wait, he was.
I don't think he was world class. If I'm honest.
Wait,
I think he was a great player.
Wait,
when I think of world class, I think of Zidane's and Ronaldo's and Messi's. I think he was the best player in the Premier League, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of the best players in the world were playing in the Premier League at the time.
Prime, he went missing that 15-16 season.
Yeah, but again, but you said seasons.
Well,
people keep saying seasons. And it was one season, and the whole team went missing as well.
Yeah, well, I didn't think.
Come on, Milan, let's go.
I think he was inconsistent the 13-14 season. He had great performances.
What was the 13-14 season?
That was Jose's first season, but his second stint back with us.
Jose's first season. He didn't go missing that season.
No, I'm not saying he went missing. What I'm saying is he wasn't consistent in that season for me. He had great performances. Don't get me wrong.
I think he was.
But he
you forget Jose was playing him false nine most of the season as well.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. So
I remember going to Man United.
Andrew, you know Hazard. We can say.
And Jose playing a false nine and playing Hazard.
These sound like small club problems.
Yeah, we can say, that Hazard didn't have a great season, 15-16, yeah, but he literally ended Spurs' chance to win the league.
Oh yeah,
No. And then the next season he won the league, and Then the next season he won the league, and he spun City, spun United. Arsenal aren't a big club, but he spun Arsenal, spun Spurs. I spun Liverpool. I could go on.
Yeah, but can I just say something? That relates back to my point. World class do it when it matters, and he did it on 15-16. He stopped Spurs basically. Him and Costa literally stopped them winning the league.
Also, his last season, one of the best players in the world.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we got.
When you
might always make excuses for Pogba, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because when Chelsea fans made excuses for Hazard, it was a whole thing of no, you can't do it. Hazard, he's so inconsistent, all his goals and all of this and that, but we can't do the same thing for Pogba. And Pogba, based on talent, is better than Hazard.
I agree.
Listen, let me just. I will forever be grateful for Hazard for stopping Spurs winning the league. That for me, that goes down as legendary status at Chelsea. So,
at Chelsea, but that doesn't. Well, yeah, okay.
But
I hear where you're coming from, Andrew. I hear where you're coming from because there are many players. Go on, mate.
No, Hazard.
Dalot just took out
Hazard. Definitely goes down as one of my greatest ever players. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
It's different flavors, isn't it? It's different flavors. Like
he can be a bad player. He could be a bad player. He could be a great player in bad form, but like Mane is currently in bad form. But when you think of top class wingers or world class wingers, I think of Hazard immediately. I think of Neymar, Mane immediately. But people here, I've been saying it for day one. I'm sorry. I think when it comes to overall game and what they bring to a team, I think Mane is better than Salah.
That's fair. That's a fair argument. It's a very fair argument.
Because we've seen Mane out of the team before, and the reason why he came back from that injury when he first came into Liverpool as well, we saw the difference. They were way more energetic. They were getting way more balls crossed into the box, and he was curving in even more. And that bettered Salah's game. Like I think Salah and Mane are dangerous together as well when they're on a third division team and they're playing together.
You can tell it. You can tell when Mane doesn't play for Liverpool, they miss him more than when Salah doesn't play for Liverpool. It's just I feel when I watch them, they just don't react well.
Everybody, we're gonna wrap it up now. We're at the hour and a half mark on the open mic night. The first time on a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday today?
Yeah.
Next week, karaoke.
We'll do that one day. If we fancy it, we can do a bit of Beach Boys together.
All with voice modulators,
I know everyone thinks like, why are you doing an open mic? It's just what it means is you just come on and say what you want. Like, you know, like when you have open mic, like comedians and stuff like that, it doesn't always necessarily mean singing a song. But if you want to sing a song on open mic, you're more than welcome. I just want words for you, so you got to do that for yourself, pretty much. But Charlotte, you're wrapping it up for us.
Right, let's get started with socials. Ads, where can people find you?
His phone's.
Ads, where
he went to answer his phone, I think.
His phone died. Yeah. I'll do it for ads. No,
hold on, let me get you on.
Do it for ads.
Put ad thing back up.
Ad screen, yeah.
Yeah, you can find me on Adzills on.
What are you doing?
I haven't done anything. He's gone.
You have to do it for him, Prime, on yours.
Prime, where can?
Then don't show me. Don't show me. Oh, you can find ads on Adzills on Twitter. On YouTube, it's DNA TV, and yeah, that's about it. I think. I don't know if he shouts out his Instagram, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
Shout out Anthony, sorry, Charlotte, for winning £450 on my football bet tonight. Well done to you.
Nice.
Winter Surfer, where can people find you?
On Twitter as under the Winter Surfer, but also for KH No Filter for Kai's channel. Send us stuff to review for Chelsea stuff, any new Rory videos, etc. like that. But just any suggestions you want us to review, more videos from different Chelsea people or different social people, then we'll do that. So just send it there.
Perfect. Okie dokie. Laurie, where can people find you?
Muted.
I just keep getting muted by everybody. Okay.
You can find him on Laurie Nix on Twitter, and he'll be releasing his new YouTube channel, I think, this week. Yeah, Double X, and he'll be releasing his new YouTube channel this week, so check him out there.
Prime, where can people find you?
Everywhere.
Literally. Literally everywhere.
It's true.
Yeah, everywhere, but that's my home. So yeah, that's my Twitter. And yeah, the Football Terrace and KH No Filter Football for some reactions and stuff. Mainly Rory reactions and Nini and the Chelsea racist fanboys. And surprise, surprise. I know there are some like stuff and issues and whatever and stuff like that, but the Terrace is a family and everything at the end of the day. You fight with your family, but you love them at the end of the day. You have to.
Well, you getting a lot of stick there, Prime.
And Monsters watch along tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, he's doing one tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be on that. Check it out. That would be awesome. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't think
Wednesday.
Yeah, he's not. Oh yeah, he'll be hosting it then probably. But yeah, I'll be on it. That'll be fun. Tuchel's first game. If we lose, the Chelsea Lampard in boys will be on our next. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
We are 10th. We are 10th.
Wait, are Arsenal ahead of us?
Yes, they are. If they win, they go to 8.
We go 10th. We go 10th no matter what.
He tried to tell you this earlier. He was on mute. We were like going Prime. You do know that Arsenal are above you right now, and you were like just sitting there.
Literally.
Yeah, but I assumed you guys were trolling. Wait, have they won?
No.
They're winning 2-1.
They're winning 2-1, but you're not.
65 minutes.
Egal could be on the terrace in a minute, mate, saying how
it's not just him. DT's probably going to pop up.
Probably,
Jesus, yeah.
hopefully. Go on, Charlotte. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Charlotte_strong. You can find me on here basically all the time. I've got a show on Sunday at 7 p.m. called Charles and Matt Explain. And on Thursday at 7 p.m. for Charles Classic Corners this week. And then on Friday on GNA TV on the Women's Show at 8 p.m.
I hope it's not classic corners. We don't want to talk about corner kicks, do we?
No.
Trent Alexander-Arnold was a classic corner kick, wasn't it? You know, it's one of the best ones I've ever seen. I'm a Man United fan, so if you ever do something like that, if we do a show of corner kicks, then we can.
That was a fluky corner, but okay.
A fluke?
Yeah.
Oh no, he had it in the mind.
No, it was a fluke. The only thing good about it is the commentary. It's a fluke.
Well, that's okay. I'll take the commentary being good for it. That's okay. It made it look good on TV. That's cool. Like you basically what you're saying is everything on TV has got a commentator. It'll look 10 times as better.
Classic corner kicks.
No, for that particular corner. I'm talking about for that particular corner.
And then amazing throw-ins, but they're all from Rory Delap. That's all they're.
What position did Rory Delap play in?
It didn't matter. He's just on there to throw. He's just there to do throw-ins. He was like a quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Charlotte, are you going to announce your new channel?
Pardon?
I think you just did, Prime, didn't you?
I mean, I haven't actually done anything. You've just said something, and it's not true yet. Yet.
Do it.
But no, for now it's not.
So it is actually coming. Okay.
It will be coming eventually.
You're not going to give Prime control of your StreamYard, are you?
I might do actually. That would be really entertaining.
Yeah.
That's literally the first thing I'm going to do.
Speaking of entertaining, Andrew, when's yours coming?
I don't know, Prime, but you'll probably set it up for me and I won't even know about it. So, you know.
I'm pretty sure this is why Prime's just announced mine because he's like secretly set it up.
Yeah, he's like,
you're live right now on it. You don't
Andrew,
even realize you.
Andrew, check your DMs. I sent it to you to log in.
Yeah. This is how we start making channels on this. So if anybody watching, like, this is how it works. You get put making a new channel. You don't do it yourself. You get told.
You do get pushed into it.
I'm going to end it off and then Laurie, where can we find you? Because you come back now from.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Laurie Nix XX. Got a few things in the pipeline. You can catch me tomorrow on Big Gunner TV. We're doing a show at 8:30. You can find me on here. You can find me wherever Charlotte's going. To
the fridge for some wine, I think.
All right, Gunnar.
I'm still here.
Tyler, what are you drinking again?
Iron brew.
I'm just drinking apple juice.
Are you sure? Why? What happened?
Yeah.
Would I find a friend?
I know Lampard got sacked. I know Lampard got sacked, but you can't be that sad about it. So
I completely forgot. Like I didn't recognize Eriksen right now. He's got a beard. He just looks more like a. I don't even want to be rude. He doesn't look himself. He looks weird with a beard.
Oh, we're just gonna stay live then, Matt. Okay.
No, we're not. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Just talking about beards and Eriksen, and that sounds nice. Okay. Football United TV. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to me, Charlotte, Prime, Realistic, Gunnar, the Winter Surfer. Ads came in as well. Indiana as well. Go check him out. First 11 Friday nights. Fraud Watch. Go check it out. And I'll be back tomorrow with Sav, first edition of the Football Politics Show, where we talk about everything off the pitch. So Everybody, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, check it out. Come join us as well. You're more than welcome to come into the stream. Take care, everybody, and enjoy your. I keep thinking it's Wednesday. Enjoy your Tuesday. Yeah, you go. There you go. I keep thinking it's Wednesday. I'm shit. I work. Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, I did it wrong. Sorry.
Bring Lampard back.